Honda's VFR750F is one of the greatest all-rounders ever built. Massively over-engineered, characterful, engaging to ride, beautifully put together, and able to turn its wheels to almost every discipline from commuting and touring to track days and two-up. The VFR enduring appeal sees many owners unwilling to swap their V4 for anything else. The 1994 RC36-2 was the fourth and final incarnation of the VFR750F, which was superseded in '98 by the fuel-injected VFR800, a bike many 750 owners feel isn't as good as the machine it replaced. Right from its original launch in 1986, the VFR750F was always an all-rounder with sporting aspirations. The first RC36 model, the 1990 to 1993 FL or FP, pushed further into sports touring territory with a plusher ride and better weather protection. But the second generation RC36, our focus of this buyer's guide, proved leaner, more powerful, more agile, and easier to hustle without losing its do-it-all DNA. The VFR engine was massively over-engineered from its inception. It had to be after the reputation tarnishing issues with Honda's first 750 volts 4s. The VF750S and F, indeed the first VFR, was make or break for Honda's entire V4 project. Had it proved problematic, the whole configuration would have sunk without trace, so the first RC24 had to be perfect. Honda threw the proverbial kitchen sink at the bike and the engine in particular. Legend has it that Honda lost money on every VFR sold because the R&D and production costs were so high. The basic 90 degrees DOHC 16 volts V4 layout remained true throughout the VFR's production run, right down its 70 by 48 6mm bore and stroke producing 748 cc. The unit's purring sophistication comes in part from gear-driven cams used to prevent a rerun of previous camchain tensioner problems. You can hear the gears wiring at low revs. Of course, there are punchier, more powerful sports tourers on the market today. But the VFR still makes a surprisingly effective and rapid road tool in the right hands. And in terms of reliability, there's a good reason why used VFR engines are so damn cheap. Nobody needs them because they never go pop thanks to all that over-engineering. The RC36-2 got a completely new chassis, a lighter, stiffer aluminium beam frame, a redesigned single-sided pro arm, new 5/6 spoke wheels, updated discs, preload adjustable forks, a 3-liter larger fuel tank, and an overall reduction in weight of 7 kilograms. Handling is lighter, sharper, and more accurate than the previous RC36, much to the delight of sportier-minded VFR owners who prize the old RC24 attitude. Comfort with above-yoke mounted clip-ons, a generously padded 820mm seat, and relaxed foot peg positioning is a given, but there's just enough forward lean in the ergonomics to make spirited riding feel natural. Pillion accommodation is excellent too, with foldable grab rails that tuck discreetly away when not in use. Ride quality is a VFR strong point. The Showa suspension setup provides a pleasing balance between comfort and feel at both ends, and that's part of the reason why these Hondas are such a pleasure to ride on the road. Braking is good rather than outstanding. 2-pot calipers, grip 296mm discs up front with a single 256mm disc and 2-pot caliper as backup at the rear. But everything feels good on a VFR, from the chassis feedback and engine's natural thrum, to the outstanding finish of the cockpit, which is neatly fared in and framed by a beautifully milled top yoke and bars. Whether touring 2-up, motorway cruising, or back lane scratching, a VFR750F is a great place to be. Overall build quality is excellent, but some aspects of the VFR electrical system can cause issue. Reg recs fail with tedious regularity. Many owners claim the OEM part is not as good as an aftermarket unit. Electrex World do a quality replacement for £78. Generators can prove problematic. Electrex World can also help there, again for £78. Give any prospective purchases Electrex a good look over, especially if the bike's running extras like heated grips. Moisture can get into the switchgear, leading to failure, so look for a bike that's been stored undercover. Even the newest VFR750F are now 25 years old, And given that these bikes are often used for luggage-laden touring and two-up rides, the stock suspension will be past its best, even on low-mileage examples. A quality rear shock is an excellent investment if it's not been done already. British firm Nitron offer a range of options starting from £550. A fork upgrade will also transform the handling, budget £350 plus. Also check the rear suspension linkages. Re-greasing is vital and often missed.